Hi, I'm Sharon Zukin. I want to show you New York's innovation complex. New York's wealth has always been rooted in its waterfront. In the old days, the wealth came from trade, with docks and warehouses as the physical connectors between the city and the world economy. Today, a growing portion of the city's wealth comes from tech production for digital media, business software, and online shopping. Tech and creative offices are the new connectors to the global economy. They make up an innovation complex and also a new landscape of power. During the dot-com boom of the 1990s, new media companies clustered along Broadway from 23rd Street to Wall Street. The skyscraper canyon of Broadway got a new name, Silicon Alley. But this early tech economy suffered a series of nasty shocks. The dot-com stock crash in 2000-2001, the 9/11 World Trade Center attack, and the 2008 financial crisis. After the crisis, with new software and mobile technology, startups began to grow in New York's industries. These startups attracted venture capitalists and investment banks. And the New York City Economic Development Corporation staked out a strategy to make New York a technology center. Real estate developers were eager to fill office buildings that had been emptied by the 2008 financial crisis, as well as millions of square feet of new office development, starting with the World Trade Center. Companies benefited from subsidies to rebuild the district after 9/11. Media and tech firms like Condé Nast and Spotify moved into the new World Trade Center. Financial companies hired thousands of engineers to develop fintech. Wall Street is now a tech and media hub. Google has a big presence along the waterfront in Chelsea. They opened their first New York office in the early 2000s with one marketing employee. Now they have 7,000 people working in 5 buildings, starting with the old Nabisco bakery building near the High Line. Think of it as a move from chocolate chips to silicon chips, although of course the chips are not manufactured here. This was a good moment for the area. In 2006, construction on the High Line had just begun, and a special zoning district connected its financing to real estate developers. Google now has 3 million square feet here, including YouTube production studios in the Chelsea Market building and offices in the old Port Authority headquarters. And they're expanding to a new campus west of Soho. In 2014, the northern end of the High Line opened, creating a pathway from Google to Hudson Yards. Most people know Hudson Yards for luxury housing, restaurants, and shopping, but it is also part of the innovation complex, where new corporate offices meld big tech and the city's biggest financial firms. BlackRock, JP Morgan, and Wells Fargo have offices here. So do Time Warner, HBO, Alphabet's Sidewalk Labs, and the German software company SAP. Facebook has leased more than 1 million square feet at Hudson Yards. And Amazon? Well, it's around the corner. On the East River waterfront, another important part of the ecosystem has developed. Cornell Tech, a partnership between Cornell University and Israel Institute of Technology, was initiated by the city government in 2010, after the financial crisis. It's a graduate school to train elite software engineers, app developers, and business students. The idea is that they will create startups in New York or get good jobs with the city's major tech employers and financial firms. Cornell Tech brings students and professors into collaborations with businesses. That's how the school, like the city's other universities, encourages innovation and entrepreneurship and capitalizes on faculty and student startups. Another short ferry ride away The Brooklyn waterfront has gradually emerged as New York's new media and manufacturing district. Dot-com firms started out here in the 90s, in Dumbo's old warehouses and factories. By the early 2000s, digital branding firms, media artists, and other startups formed a tech and creative hub. At the same time, the Brooklyn Navy Yard went through a transformation. In 2004, Steiner Studios for film and TV production opened there. This was the first large-scale production space to come along after the last shipbuilders moved out. Steiner Studios anchored the reimagining of the Navy Yard as a part of the city's new economy. In the 2010s, the Navy Yard signed with a real estate developer to create New Lab, an accelerator, incubator, and workspace for both hardware and software startups. The Navy Yard is one of the few places in the tech ecosystem that integrates manufacturing and tech offices, and a venture capitalist's office too. More than 100 startups work side by side at New Lab and connect to potential investors.
Shayne.
Other startups are working with urban agriculture, transportation, and alternative energy. One company here designed this robotic coffee maker. Cool technology, but no baristas. The Brooklyn Navy Yard complex represents the best vision for now of what the ecosystem can become. Traditional manufacturing, new manufacturing, urban transportation, and urban farms. This is New York's new economy. Yet its future depends on continued real estate development, tech job growth, and city government support. Not an easy combination.